The world of Grand Theft Auto 5 is filled with crime, corruption and chaos, but behind the scenes, pulling the strings are organizations that claim to protect society, yet often they do the opposite. Today, we're diving deep into the shadowy agencies of GTA 5 to answer a burning question: which agency is the most evil? We'll examine their darkest secrets, their worst actions, and the role they play in shaping the chaos of Los Santos. And for comparison, we'll also take a look at NOS, the closest thing to good guys in this corrupt world. We'll start with the Federal Investigation Bureau, or FIB. Is GTA 5's twisted version of the FBI. On paper, they exist to uphold law and order. In reality, they are occasional of corruption, manipulation, and unchecked power. One of the most corrupt figures in the FIB is Steve Haynes, a narcissistic agent who uses his position to manipulate others and further his own career. Throughout the game, Steve forces Michael, Franklin, and Trevor into dangerous haste, claiming it's for national security, but in truth it's all about settling scores and securing funds for his department. We will take a look at several notable in-game events that really show how Steve was a very bad guy. Steve blackmails the main trio into robbing an armored truck to fund his operations. Trevor is forced to torture an innocent man, Mr. K, under Steve's orders. Well, Mr. K wasn't really an innocent man because he was an agent and a spy, but again, he was a good guy. The FIB doesn't serve the people, it serves itself. Its agents are corrupt, manipulative, and willing to sacrifice an ounce to maintain power. We'll now take a look at the International Affairs Agency, or EIA. Is GTA's version of CIA, operating under the guise of protecting national security. The EIA engage in espionage, torture, and black ops missions that often cross the line. Notable in-game events: the torture scene. The IAA willingness to resort to brutality highlights their moral bankruptcy. Rivalry with the FIB, their constant infighting causes chaos, with both agents fighting for power rather than serving the public. While the EAA claims to act in the interest of national security, their methods are brutal, self-serving, and often reckless. Their rivalry with the FIB only makes these things worse, as both agencies prioritize their power over the safety of Los Santos. Meriwether Security is not a government agency. They are a private military company, essentially mercenaries for hire, and in GTA 5, they are perhaps the most dangerous organization of all. In the mission The Meriwether Haste, the company is caught transporting weapons of mass destruction, proving they have no boundaries when it comes to profit. Wherever it's arms dealings, assassinations, or illegal security contracts, Meriwether will work for anyone with enough money. They attacked Trevor, Michael, and Franklin multiple times, acting as hired guns for shady clients. Meriwether's only loyalty is to their paycheck, making them unpredictable and ruthless. Meriwether doesn't pretend to be good. They're mercenaries, plain and simple. Their sole motivation is profit, no matter the consequences. Now we're gonna talk about the National Office of Security Enforcement, or NOS. Is GTA 5's equivalent of SWAT teams and Homeland Security. Unlike the FIB or EIA or Meriwether, NOS operates as a legitimate law enforcement agency. NOS officers are seen responding to high-threat situations, bank robberies, shootouts, and terrorist threats. While their tactics can be aggressive, they're ultimately driven by a sense of duty to protect the public. NOS officer responds to 4 or 5-star wanted level, showing up when the situation becomes dire. Unlike the FIB or EIA, NOS doesn't engage in corruption or illegal activities, they're just doing their jobs. In a city filled with crime and corruption, NOS stands as one of the closest things to good guys. They may be tough, but their intentions are far better compared to the other agencies. After examining all their actions and motivations, here's our ranking of GTA 5 agency from the least to most evil. NOS takes the place as moderate. The EAA is evil, with corrupt and brutal under the guise of security. The FIB is also evil, manipulating, self-serving, and corrupt. The Meriwether is actually the most evil. The Meriwether Security is a private military company, mercenaries for hire. Unlike the FIB and EIA, Meriwether doesn't pretend to be noble. Their aliveness is to the highest bidder. In the mission The Meriwether Haste, The company is caught transporting a weapon of mass destruction, a chilling reminder that Meriwether will sell their services to anyone, no matter the cost. Meriwether soldiers are ruthless, attacking Trevor and his crew multiple times on behalf of shady clans. Their operations prioritize profit over morality, putting everyone in danger. Wherever it's arms dealing, assassinations, or illegal security contracts, Meriwether's sole motivation is money. They operate without rules, morals, or accountability. Meriwether is a symbol of unchecked greed and violence. They don't care about justice or safety. They care about profit, making them the most dangerous organization in Los Santos. While the FIB and the EAA are deeply corrupt, Meriwether Security takes ground as the most evil organization in Los Santos. Their profit-driven approach, combined with their willingness to engage in dangerous and immoral operation, Meriwether isn't bound by any national alignment or moral compass. They operate as a private military contractor, selling their service to the highest bidder. Regardless of the clan's intentions, this makes them an unpredictable and dangerous entity, as they will align themselves with corrupt government, criminal organizations, on anyone willing to pay. Examples from in-game storyline are that they're harassed by shady figures like David Weston, a corrupt billionaire who employs Meriwether soldiers for illegal activities, including kidnapping and corruption. Meriwether also willingly works for international clans to smuggle contraband, arms, and even weapons of mass destruction in Los Santos. Meriwether soldiers are trained killers who respond with extreme force, often escalating situations unnecessarily. They act like shadow army, using helicopters, armed convoys, and heavy weapons to intimidate and eliminate anyone who stands in their way. Meriwether's aggression often results in collateral damage, including civilian casualties. Their disregard for innocent lives makes them a menace to society. Meriwether's greed, immorality, and violent methods make them the worst than any government agency in the game. While the FIB and EAA are corrupt, they still operate within the framework of national institutions, which provide some level of limitation. Meriwether, on the other hand, is a completely unregulated entity that thrives on chaos and destructions. Their willingness to transport a weapon for mass destruction, engage in assassinations, and exploit global instability places them far beyond the realm of corruption. They are a pure embodiment of corporate evil. In Los Santos, Meriwether isn't just a military contractor, they're the ultimate villains, driven by greed and devoid of humanity. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. We'll see you soon in the next video.